do a little out route. Okay, so now we're going to face this direction. The quarterback's in there. I'm going to go down and cut out here, so that's a little 5-yard out. And there's 3 ways of doing that also. You can round it, or you can go and stick it, make the defender think you're going away, and then cut that way, or you can invert it. You can come down and you invert it like so. So there's different ways of doing it and out. Whatever way you're comfortable with. I try to teach our guys the invert and then just where you stick and go. I don't like that rounding thing so much because the defender, as he's backpedaling, I just think he can get there a little quicker to affect the pass or to get there and make a tackle. I want to kind of make the defender feel you're going a certain way or the opposite way, or that you're going deep and then break it off. So just personal preference there. The idea when you do your down yacht, now I'm going to turn this way as if the quarterback is in there. So now I've gone down, I've planted, I cut straight out, and I get my hands up. So the ball comes, I'm going to catch it. And here's another thing I've seen different. I've seen some guys catch the ball like this, okay, and some guys catch it like this. Personally, I like catching the ball like this because of the fact that you can watch that cross the crash. You can watch it all the way into your hands. At this point, there's a point where you lose it. You can't see that cross, okay? So if you're right here, and you got to make sure you keep your elbow down. Some people have said not to catch like this because the elbow can block your vision of the ball coming. That's true, but if you keep your elbow down and the ball's coming, I'm going to get out here and catch it like this with my hands if I can, bang, and then I'm going to tuck it in, and I'm going to turn upfield. Catch the ball and turn upfield. Don't catch the ball and just run out of bounds. I can't tell you how many times I see it happen. High school football, college football, even at the higher level than that. Catch the ball, and if your receivers are taught that the play's not over until you get in the end zone, that's going to be a good thing for you. But just imagine if you drive the ball 95 yards, and then you have to kick a field goal, or there's a fumble, or there's a couple of holding penalties or something, and you're out of field goal range. Whereas if the guy caught the ball and turned and got the end zone, you'd be done with that stuff. So okay, so on my out, I'm catching the ball like so, catch it, turn upfield. Now other routes like that was an out, and I showed you a slant, curls, comebacks, hitches, all those types of things. There's different ways of doing those things, but so I just give you some general concepts on those. When you're attacking your route, like say you're out for track, you're running at a good pace, you're pumping those arms, your hands are relaxed, arms going straight back, not wasting energy like this. And then when you get ready to make your break, now here's another thing that I'm still kind of confused on. Some guys will say when you're ready to make a break, you drop your level. See, if you drop your level. Well, I'm thinking if you always do that, then the defender is always going to know, okay, he dropped his level, so he's going to break. So then he'll stop his back pedal or slide, come up on it. So some people have said, well, you have said that you will make your break before you drop your level. So there's different schools of thought on that. Generally, we have a tendency to want to kind of lower our level to get under control here, plant, and then make our cut. So there is a degree in there that a defender will know that you're going to make a break. So that's something, a personal preference thing there also. But the idea when you're cutting out or when you're cutting in, make sure you keep your feet within your framework. That means your feet are here closer, not way out to the side like so. And then when you cut, you can also use your head, your upper body lean to get the defender to give the illusion that you're going one direction when you're actually not. Also, you don't have to necessarily run a straight line and cut. You can kind of come in a little bit here, then plant, and then go that direction. You want to confuse the defender. Also, you want to get a pre-snap read of the defense. So when I come out here, I'm looking to see, are they in a cover 3, are they in a cover 2, cover 1? Cover 3B, there's a three deep zone. So what would be nice if you're on the same page as your quarterback, and then you have what we call zone routes or man routes. So if I'm in cover 1, which is usually man coverage, then I'm going to run a route to defeat that man. If we're in cover 3 and 3 deep zone, then this guy, if he's a corner and he's got deep thirds, he's going to bail and get deep. And that means there's like a outside linebacker or a strong safety or someone has the flats. So as I'm running, I got my pre-snap read of what it might look like. There's a guy in the middle. Maybe there's a cover 3. Maybe there's a cover 1 with a man-free type of thing. Or if the middle is completely empty, then odds are they're in that Tampa 2. They're in a cover 2, so that means that middle should be wide open unless that middle linebacker drops back. So I'm going to run my route accordingly. Now, if you run a zone route, that means you adjust your route, adjust your stem of your route to get to the seam of the zone. Okay, so if you get to the seam and the quarterback knows that, let's say, for instance, I'm running a post, 10 to 12 yards, heading towards the middle. And then they're in a cover 2, that means the middle should be wide open. So what I'm going to do there is, if there's no one in the middle, it's not a problem. I'll go ahead and take off at a 45-degree angle, bang, go get that ball. Let's say they're in a cover 3 and I'm going to run a post. Well, there's a free right in the middle probably. So I don't want to run at a 45-degree angle, head right to him. I might make it a little skinny. So in other words, my post might be at a different angle. Instead of 45, might be at a 60 degree or 70 degree, or it might even be flat. And I go down here, I might flatten it out a little bit right in here. So that's what we call a zone route. We've adjusted our route to the defense. That's something, if you can get your quarterback and your receiver on the same page, that is huge. That'll pay you big dividends. Okay? The next thing that I work with receivers on, and I travel all over the country working different camps, OD camps, FCA camps. I do a lot of things to work with youngsters all over. And so one of the things I always want to show them is how to beat double coverage. Years ago, I got a video. There was a guy named Michael Irvin that was a great receiver of the Dallas Cowboys. He had a beautiful video on how to beat double coverage. When you get to be pretty good, some of you guys are going to attract double coverage. And so what you want to do there, if there's a man underneath and there's zone back behind it, so you got to run your route on that second guy. In other words, there's a guy up in my face, I'm going to swim or rip past him, and if I'm going to do an out route, then I'm going to run my route with that second guy in mind. So I'm going to run and set it up in a fashion that I'm setting that guy up for what I want to do. If I just did my route on the guy that's in front of me, then the other guy's just floating back behind, so I do my little out, and the other guy's just right there ready to get you. Okay, he'll react on your cut. And if I run my route and this guy up here is a non-factor, I get by him because I've gotten that good, then I'm going to run my route and I'm looking at that second guy. So I'm setting him up. If I'm going to run a post and there's a man underneath and there's a guy out there, I'm going to put my move on this guy, and I'm going to kind of be coming this way a little bit to set that second guy up. Stick, and I go, and it looks like you're wide open. I've seen it happen quite a bit. So there have been a few receivers over the years that we've worked with that have gotten good at beating double coverage. Okay, so those are just some little techniques that will help you. That pretty much covers the things that we want to cover today. I just want to make sure you realize that catching the ball is a great thrill. It's a great honor to get a chance to do it. Too many coaches don't throw the ball, don't throw it enough. I love watching good college and NFL football. I love what the Patriots do, what the Colts have done. Other teams that chunk that ball around. It's just fun football. 3 yards in a cloud of dust is not what I like, but some people like that. But I'm just, for you, the guys out there that want to work on catching the ball, you practice it every day. Catch at least 30 to 60 balls a day. Study on YouTube. There's a lot of nice stuff out there. And learn and do what the best guys in the nation do for catching the football. And you get with your coach, let your coach see you before practice, after practice, catching balls. Okay, being a leader. Put on those K bands. We're going to show you a little bit on the K bands later, the Kinetic bands. My receivers put those things on to help with your core strength. So you're quicker, you're faster on getting to where you need to get to. But you're mentally tough catching that football, and you're also thinking yak yards. After you catch the ball, you're thinking score. So like I said, I'm Coach T. Be glad to help you any kind of way I can. Don't forget to check CoachTTD.com or check Myosource.com. We're here to help you improve in your game. And like I said before, keep your eyes on the cross of Christ.